Hey guys, I have another candle review, and this time around it's for the 14.5 ounce 3-wick Moonlight Path candle from Bath & Body Works. This is part of the holiday packaging of the top 5 signature collection body care scents into home fragrance for the holiday season. And top 5 body care. So normally I love when body care goes into home fragrance. I've said that so many times, over and over and over and over on my channel again. Unfortunately, the top 5 scents, to me at least, just aren't that good. So really don't get your hopes up or don't get too excited, because basically it's Japanese cherry blossom, Moonlight Path, warm vanilla sugar, sweet pea, and beautiful day. And so I really don't really care about any of those. There's some information that maybe Thousand Wishes has knocked warm vanilla sugar out of the number 5 spot, but whether or not that's true, I don't know. But in any case, if that is true, it must have been like just too recent, where these candles were already starting to be produced, that warm vanilla sugar is indeed the 5th one rather than Thousand Wishes. If Thousand Wishes would have been in the top 5, I would have been totally excited for that, but instead we get the very boring smells that I had just listed off there. So yeah. Most of those candles that I listed have already existed in candle form in the past in various different types of packaging. None of them were very cohesive, but yeah, all of them have already existed, so no surprises really, but they did exist, a few years back and not so readily available in all stores, so it's sort of nice to just have those 5 cents in an updated and pretty glittery, gifty packaging that you see here, at the holiday time. So anywho, past all that information, I do have Moonlight Path here, which I've never owned the body care to, just because every time I've smelled it, it was just, I didn't like it. It's not good at all. It's another one of those sort of old granny perfumes, just to say it sort of blatantly. And truthfully, in my opinion, that's what it smells like. It's similar in vein to Japanese cherry blossom. So I never did own the body care, but I have smelled it on cold, and the candle pretty much does smell just like the body care. So let me get right into it. The notes read, "Let the beauty of a moonlit stroll shine into your home with a soft blend of lavender, lilies, oak moss, and musk." And so when I smelled this on cold sniff, the first thing I said was, this is a slightly less offensive Japanese cherry blossom, which Japanese cherry blossom is very offensive to me, so it's not really a compliment to say that Moonlight Path is slightly less offensive. This is once again in that same vein that Japanese cherry blossom is, that older woman perfume. Must have come out in the same like era that Japanese cherry blossom did, because they both have that just that kind of old, older perfume scent that I really just do not like. But I was like, you know what, I'm a collector, so let me just go ahead and try this, burn it. If it's strong, then maybe I could get into it, but we'll see. And so this is actually a second day burn, and normally I do review candles. I don't want to review them until I get to the 3rd day, but the reason I'm reviewing this on a second day burn is because I'm returning it. It's just, I can't even with this candle. So, basically, this candle is absolutely unscented. Another unscented candle. Like, whoa, surprise there. But it's just ridiculous. Like, I'm returning so many candles now on the fact that they're so unscented. And, you could say maybe it's a bad batch, but, I get Mahogany Balsam, and that one's so strong. And then I get Moonlight Path, and it's unscented. So, obviously my nose isn't screwed up. It's just so many of these candles seem to be unscented for me. And so, yeah, basically, I don't know. Cozy Cabin was the same exact wax color. I don't know if maybe they just can't make candles in this navy blue color anymore. I don't know what it is, but it's just absolutely unscented. So, this is on the 2nd day. They were both burning for like 3-4 hours on each burn, so it's definitely been long enough for them to burn. They pull out, I get enough time to pull out and everything, and it just cannot smell anything. It's just so unscented. I would say, this is definitely another one of those 0 to 1 range candles. I can sort of smell, actually no, I can't even say that. When I'm in front of it, I wanted to say I could sort of smell it, but no, like I have to put my nose like up almost to the flame, which I don't recommend anyone to do, because it could burn your nose hairs off in your nose. But you put your like nose right up to the candle, and I really still can't smell anything. The only time I can smell anything is on cold sniff. And so what it does smell like on cold sniff is, I don't like it, but it pretty much just smells like, I do get the lavender that they list in there. Lilies, I'm not really sure. The musk musk is definitely in there too, because it's another one of those musky, like, ugh, kind of scents. But basically, I do get lavender and baby powder. Those are the two main kind of scents that I get from it. If you smell baby powder, you know, has a very distinct scent. And also, you do get that powdery lavender. It's not, once again, that very sharp lavender that you get in French lavender that's very realistic. It's that powdery lavender that you get in, you know, older perfumes, and then mix that with baby powder, and that's pretty much what you get. It's one of those, like, sort of old soap kind of scents, very similar to Japanese cherry blossom, but less offensive, more powdery, more fresh and clean and light than Japanese cherry blossom is, but I still don't enjoy it. But that's what it smells like on cold sniff. But you know, when it's burning, it is absolutely unscented. So it is going right back to the store. I'm just over it. I'm sick of wasting money on candles that have no scent. Like, I don't know what's going on, but just so lame and so over it. So that's pretty much what Moonlight Path is supposed to smell like. As for the performance, I've already talked about it, but it does make mushroom tops, nice sturdy wicks, high flames. It pulls out in no time, so all good on that kind, in those regards. But you know, once again, I was saying the scent is pretty much unscented. Once again, a 0 to a 1, and it's just absolutely useless to me. So that's pretty much it for Moonlight Path. Maybe if there's a better batch out there, I don't know. I really don't care to try another batch because I don't enjoy the scent to begin with. You know, maybe if it was strong, I could, you know, appreciate it just for the kind of scent that it is, but because it is so unscented, it's just like absolutely useless. So that's pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.